Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Danis of Capital Athletics, and joining me now, the senior offensive guard, Bradley Beck. Capital taking on Heidelberg this weekend. It'll be senior day, it'll be homecoming, so a lot of pomp and circumstance at Bernlohr Stadium. Brad, thanks so much for joining us here today. You've been a part of offensive lines that have really helped with establishing great rushing attacks nationally. You guys have been high as number one, currently number 8th in the country in Division III when it comes to the run game. How much pride do you take in the fact that you played a role in establishing this epic rushing attack the last couple seasons?
Yeah, I mean, it is a tremendous, achievement, especially as an offensive lineman. It's a whole cohesive unit that really, I think, takes pride in the fact that we are able to let the rushing attack be as effective as it is. When this coaching staff first got here, they made it clear that that was going to be one of our goals, and I commend them. They stuck to it, and I think that we're embracing it now, and we're becoming more physical because of it. And overall, it's just making us a solid offense.
You're a senior, so you've spent some years here at Capital. I'm going to go all the way back to when you decided to come here to Capital to play football. Why did you choose Capital University?
Yeah, wow, that's a good question. That was a long time ago. So 4 years ago, they had a whole different coaching staff, as you guys know, and I came here and I absolutely fell in love with the place, what they were doing with it. They did have a great program when I came in. Through those 2 years, though, at the end of my sophomore year, it kind of went down the drain, and you could start seeing a turn in worse in just morale of the team, and it just wasn't feeling the same. As you know, they got the new coaching staff in, and I think the whole morale is changing, and it is going in the right direction. It's all about changing that momentum, like Coach Candido says. And I'll tell you what, it's just going to be better here on out.
How tough was it to go from one offensive set, one coaching staff that you've known for 2 years, to a completely different system, a completely different coaching staff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the coaching staff we did have and my position coach, we got it along great. And then once the new coaching staff came in, you almost didn't even, you felt like you knew them. They came in, they took on the role, and they just, from day one, they were on your side, on your team, and just pushing you. Every coach is here for the right reason, and you can tell, and they are trying to make this push in the right direction. So it does make it easy to get along with them, and it's great.
You are part of a senior class that only numbers 5. How would you describe your senior class, and how proud are you to be a part of this group? You're going to be playing your final home game at Bernlohr Stadium after all.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, my class, when we came in, it was a big class just like anyone else, and I think that transition and the hardship that we did go through, it kind of showed itself with who stuck around and who really wanted to be here for the right reasons. Because we had numbers. So these 5 seniors we do have, I commend them. They did a great job. I think they played their hearts out, and we still play our hearts out. And I think that shows how Capital football needs to be played here on out.
You're the only senior on the offensive line. The rest of the stars on the O-line are sophomores. Where do you see this offensive line going in the future?
Yeah, I just can't believe how young the guys next to me are. They play like they've been playing for years and years. I mean, you have Will at center. He knows the playbook inside out. And your 2 tackles, you have a freshman starting right now, Zach Kennedy, and you would never guess he was playing high school football a year from today. So the future is going to be bright. I think the mindset that these younger players need to keep in mind is that it's only going to get better if they put in that work, and it's only going to get better here on out.
The big picture now. Coming into the season, we knew that this was a pretty young football team. In fact, 85% of the roster is either freshmen or sophomores. Where do you see this program going from here on out under Coach Candido?
Yeah. It is a young roster, and I know he doesn't like to use that excuse that we're young, but it does show at times. And even even if you're older, you still make mistakes. But I think the youth is showing. here on out, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to come back and support these guys. It's going to be great to watch them as they grow and develop. Once we have that senior class, instead of 5 seniors and now the 20, I think this is going to be a dangerous team, and honestly, it'll be top in the OAC and hopefully top rushing.
So now back to you. Senior final home game. It's going to be homecoming. Like I said, a lot of pomp and circumstance. What are the emotions that are going to be running through your head, and your parents are going to be there as well? I'm sure it's going to be really emotional.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is the fastest 4 years that ever go by. Day one, I never thought this day would come. I really didn't. It was just kind of a myth watching seniors go out the door, year after year. And I think last year kind of really hit me when a lot of my good friends left that I played with, and I was like, wow, next year's it for me. And now it's starting to hit me, and it's just been a privilege playing here. And the future, I feel like after playing for Capital football, it teaches you more than just football. It teaches you about life. I feel that I'm equipped for anything now, any challenges, and that's all commended to this program.
I want to get your thoughts quickly on Heidelberg. Obviously, we talk about how much offensive firepower they have. What do they present defensively?
Yeah, Heidelberg's a good team, and actually, that's kind of my home turf. So I'm right from Heidelberg Tiffin area, and I've heard about Heidelberg all my life, so I don't like them very much at all. And you know what? It's a challenge, but I think every one of us like to take that challenge on. Their defense is it's pretty stout up front, but I think we're much more physical than them, and we need to prove that Saturday.
My last question to you, I understand that you're a biology major and you're wanting to be a physician's assistant going forward, so take me through that process. Like, how much more school do you have to go?
Yeah, it's just a master's program, and it would be 2 more years. I plan on applying after this year, taking the year off and searching and trying to find the right school that fits me. And I have nothing, but good things that I think it will be coming, and it's going to be nice to find a school that's around the area that will fit.
All right, well, hey, good luck in your
Thank
future
you.
endeavors, and good luck on senior day. I hope that you beat Heidelberg.
Thank you.
That was Bradley Beck, the senior offensive guard, joining us here. The Capital Crusaders will be taking on Heidelberg this Saturday. It'll be senior day. It'll be homecoming. Come out to Bernlohr Stadium and support your Capital Crusaders. For Capital Athletics, I'm Charlie Danis. We'll see you next time.